What's up, everyone? This is a new boy in the Hearts of Iron 4 block, Pashtet. Today's plan is to play as a Lithuania, democratic one. That's gonna be a pretty hard. In the first part of the video, it's gonna be a voiceover, since I am very professional content creator, and I just muted my mic for the first of part, and yeah, I only got playthrough sounds. Anyway, so today we're gonna play as a Lithuanian democratic one, and we will try to survive. So let's go. So as a Lithuania, we will switch to democratic one as soon as possible. It will be pretty annoying, but we will switch. Something like before 1939. We will accept actually minimal demand from Germany, since it's not really possible to defend that early. When you focus on a democratic path, since you're just not doing any industry at all. And the main stuff will be survive. We will be fighting against Soviets. We'll try to unify all the Baltics under democratic flag, and we will see. Research-wise, nothing special, basic machine tools, construction, and mechanical engineering. And let's build one infrastructure for that one extra iron, and one military factory, since we will need some equipment. And let's pick our first focus, reconvene the Seimas. And the second, Lithuania preserve... fuck that, I cannot pronounce it. And I will grab Army of Chief pretty early, because I will need army experience and a lot. We need doctrines. And let's exile the Voldemort. Let the Hogwarts cook their shit in peace. And let's switch to partial mobilization, since civil economy just fucking sucks. That one extra civilian factory actually will carry our asses all the run. And I will pick dispersed industry, since we will be bombed to the fucking ground. Yeah, and you will call me crazy, but we are getting Lithuanian tanks. There is no mistakes, only happy accidents. Like always in history. Next, integrate a position for a democratic advisor. Since we are not swimming in manpower, let's take a Lithuanian activist front. We need some people. And I keep boosting my not existent industry. You call me crazy? Maybe I fucking am. Yeah, and let's rid off of the Iron Wolf. And as you can see from my another research, I'm gonna make Space Marines. Yeah. Next, priestly prime minister. And I'm just gonna line up for the peasant reform, since we need extra asses in the front lines. And let's send attaché to Spain to learn one or two things from the war. And that's mainly gonna be our main template for the rest of the game. Of course, we're gonna beef up a bit, put some extra shit just to make sure these fuckers can hold it, and maybe to add extra artillery just for extra bite. After Rashtiki's military reforms, just line up for the Soviet mutual assistance. Let's make a deal with the devil, and let's get back our capital. And of course, let's send attaché to China. Let's learn how to fight without fucking guns. I wonder if this agreement led to something bad. That's, ladies and gentlemen, innovation peak. Next, victory in trust, some extra army experience. Next, purge popular resistance. It will give some non-aligned boost, but that's fine, we will survive. And as you can see, our production is tiny, but it's nice, and we will be ready before the war. And let's get some extra units, since we still need to finish this path. Next, remind our true enemy. Easily just pick Soviet option. Actually, it doesn't matter, our borders will switch and these forts will become basically useless. And here we go, 1938, August 3rd. I represent you, first Lithuanian, actually not the first, but yeah, democratic elections. And here we go, Disease Grimace is back to his throne for the second time, because he was already a president before the military coup. Here we go, some history. Next, let's form the biggest fucking military alliance which ever existed on this planet. Next election in 10 years, so democratic. Next, Baltic Economic Union. Let's go to unification path. And sadly we need to give our ammo back. We don't have a guns, neither we do have a balls to defend against Germany. Yeah, and I keep boosting my dead industry. And I will create intelligence agency, we kinda need that. Brother, can I have some peace? No. Maybe some of you will call it cheesing and so on, but I'm just using a game mechanic, so I will squeeze that non-aggression pact with the Soviets, which will give some extra time to prepare for an inevitable. So shit hit the fan, the Second World War started, Poland will fall. Soon we will get our capital back, and we still have a good year to prepare for invasion. This is almost our final template for the defense. Extra soft attack from the artillery, space marines for the armor, and anti-air piercing, so on. We're freeze fighting, the fourth one wins, so we got our capital back. And finally, the glorious unification. And the unification is finally over. Long live Baltic Federation. So at this point I just converted all the troops into our standard template. I decided to defend entire border, not just around the rivers or some smaller territory. I will defend entire border, no step back, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. Since we united pretty late in 1939, another Baltic states have finished their industry focuses, so we have a kinda healthy amount of factories actually. And from now we finally can focus on our industry. From this point we just gonna snowball and will be a powerhouse. And of course I will fortify my border just to make sure that Soviet funny ideas will become a real nightmares. So funny man in Moscow decided that he had enough with us and our independence, and he sent us ultimatum. Luckily we have a non-aggression pact, so he can't do much for at least half year. And the funny man just declared war on us, hoping after the failure in Finland he can break the Baltics. You can see now some red bubbles, but they're gonna turn out into the green pretty soon. So from now that's gonna be just a really long grind, some tiles will fall, but yeah, basically I just need to wait and grind their troops. And as you can see, the death ratio is a bit too high for me, but that's because in the initial attack there was a couple of tiles with the red bubbles and I needed to shuffle troops, so I took some casualties. But after this one, I lost initially something like 30k until everything stabilized, and after that there is only something like 8k casualties, so yeah, fair enough. Now as you can see, I'm not taking that much casualties and the Soviet casualties are just piling up, so everything works according to the plan. And as well I will create some budget shock troops. It's not much, it's just motorized with artillery, but it will help. And as you can see, Soviets already lost a good amount of people, equipment and so on. And finally, one funny guy betrays another funny guy, and so we are basically done here. The Barbarossa has started, and now we're just gonna push. It's 1943 and this war is becoming really boring, so I'm almost capturing the Soviets. And finally, Soviets have capitulated. And here we go, after the peace conference I got some lands, I recreated the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, some sort of lands, maybe all of them, maybe not, I don't remember exactly, exact territory, whatever, we just expanded massively. As well, I puppeted Russia in the north, so I call it a day, this run. I'm not gonna continue a fight with the Germans since it's so boring, and I would need just 1 year preparation and just push and hope allies will help me. Otherwise, there's not much to do more, so I hope you liked it. That was my first video. It's not a long one, it's kind of my first one, so I'm just trying to make something. And as I said, I hope you liked it. Smash that like button, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. See ya.